Y'all, this man, as a black man, went on YouTube and made a whole 20-minute video about me and my life like he knows me. And then coming on there and lying and adding all these bullcrap. I didn't even listen to the whole thing, but it's over 600 comments just negative as like, and I don't do well with that shit. Like, it's bothering me. Like, how dare you, as a black man, come on the platform and his whole entire YouTube is devaluing women and talking shit about women like he wasn't raised by a black woman.
I'm really just up because I need somebody to talk to.
Okay, let's talk.
Like, this single mom shit is starting to get to me. Okay? It's starting to get to me. So I had to compose myself because I'm literally keep crying. Like, y'all, this shit is so fucking hard. Every time I feel like I'm doing good, I go back. Okay. So, boom. Okay. My kids' daycare, I just got school readiness, like, assistance to help, right? So they helping me. And then turn around, like, okay, before that, fuck all that. Before that, I ain't pay my rent. Like, my rent ain't even paid. It still ain't paid. And I was like asking my daycare, like, oh, basically, like, oh, can y'all work with me so I can pay my rent and I can pay y'all like next week? No, if y'all don't pay, they can't come or some shit. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. So
what? Why is that
I
crazy?
had no choice but to pay the fucking daycare. Yeah. Or they couldn't go to school because guess why? Guess what? I have to fucking work. Okay. Yes. I make $20 fucking dollars. And I'm raising 3 kids. So what? $20 for 4 people, $20 an hour for 4 people, that's not enough, okay? It's not fucking enough.
First off, as a 3X baby mama, no telling how many fathers are attached to those 3 kids. But as a 3X baby mom, to get on the internet crying, speaking as if you're surprised that being a single mother is difficult is wild work. It also shouldn't be an adult surprise to you that you have to pay for daycare if you want your children to have daycare, as well as it should not be an adult surprise to you that only making $20 an hour and having 3 kids as a single mother was going to be beyond difficult. This young lady looks super young. How do you have 3 kids already?
So the school's like, oh, you can either pay the $156 or they can't go. So I paid the $156, and now my rent late, so now I gotta pay like $1,900 for my rent, right? Okay, so now I'm paying the rent late. I'm gonna pay it Friday, and here they go with this New Year's registration fee or some bullshit like that. And keep in mind, I just paid the $156, so that's the weekly school registration. Okay. That I pay with, you know, like with the school readiness assistance. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so I get to their daycare this morning, and they're like, "Oh, did you know, like, you didn't pay the New Year renewal fee or some shit like that?" And I'm like, "Okay, well, how much is that?" Y'all, $200 something for Rylan, and then like $100 something. They're asking me next week to pay almost $400. No. It is $400 because $156 weekly. That's what I pay, and then they're asking me to pay over that. So 2 plus. That's $400 and something that they asking me to pay next week. It's like $478. And I was asking them, like, is there any way that I can make a payment plan? Because, babes, I can't afford that. If I'm on school readiness, why the you think I can afford that, right?
I really wonder if the fathers are contributing or if she has them on child support.
Right? Okay, so boom. I'm asking, like, my 2 older kids, they have their dad, and then Rylan, my little one has a dad. Their dad paid child support, so I don't have to, you know, worry about it. Like, fathers. I use his money strictly for the kids. Like, I put it straight towards her, you know, her tuition and shit like that. It ain't no money. Like, it ain't no more. Like, it was only enough to pay for her shit. If I would have been, you know, some shit, and I would have paid Rylan's on with their dad money, and I wouldn't have cared. But I can't, because there's nothing. So I asked her dad, like, oh, can you help me? Like, can you help me? Y'all, keep in mind, this wanted the baby. Like, keep in mind, this had my ovulation tracking his phone. Keep in mind, this planned to get me pregnant. Like, oh, no. He planned to get me pregnant, knowing I didn't want a 3rd child because I was already like, it was not hard, but it was going to be hard if I had another kid. Like, I knew I wouldn't be able to afford having 3 kids. And guess what? God. I had a third kid. Okay, y'all gonna be like, oh, you should use protection, blah, blah. I don't
Yes.
give opinions. Y'all not me. Y'all don't know the life I live. I don't give a
Yeah. We don't know the life that you live. Yeah, you are you're a butterfly. But here you are. If you listen to people telling you that you should have closed your legs or used protection, then you wouldn't be on the damn internet crying about your pathetic situation. I just took a look and I just saw that this young woman has over 230,000 followers up on TikTok. If you spent less of your time twerking your ass up on TikTok and more of your time towards generating a high income earning skill, then maybe you would be in a better situation, but you'd rather post tick thoughts. But the most egregious thing about all of this is that this young 20-year-old woman with 3 kids, 2 baby fathers, blames the baby fathers for wanting to have the children, thereby relinquishing accountability that this was a 2-party decision. Women within civilized societies have always had control of sex. But to come back later on a $20 an hour salary complaining that these dudes are either not participating or not participating enough is diabolical work. Was it not after child 1 or 2 that you learned your lesson? But oops, 3 happened. But when you see the way that she talks about it, bump y'all, I'ma do what I want in conjunction with the length of her eyelashes, you begin to understand the mentality. I think every young woman should look at content like this and not see the glamorized version of being a mother, a single mother, but the reality of it. Marry before you carry, ladies. Let's proceed.
So I don't care. I don't care. So I asked him for help, and he's asked every y'all. Keep in mind, I was struggling last year. Like, it was like one point of last year I was struggling. I didn't get none of my taxes. The girl ran off. Like, the girl who's supposed to be my best friend, she took the money. I don't know if she took it or somebody took it, but I don't have it. And so I told him to file our daughter, you know, because me and him was on good terms. Like, I thought we was. So I asked him, like, to file her. He like, okay, cool, this, that, and third. He files our daughter, y'all. Tell me why he files her. Months go by, and I'm not hearing nothing. Like, no money. Like, he's knowing I need it because I can't afford this apartment. Because this apartment is like $1,700. And
oh my gosh.
And he like, oh, when I get it, I'm gonna give it to you. It was like he got back like almost $4,000 for her, y'all. He don't work. So
you got the money pregnant came, by a bum?
He threw it up in my face and laughed and told me that he wasn't giving it to me and he used it for drugs.
This is the cycle.
He used it for money for himself and shit like that. Y'all, not one time last year.
No accountability.
Maybe one time, but he never helped for her daycare. He never. He is a diaper and white dad. That's what type of nigga he is. God. He's a diaper and white dad.
And you know what's the crazy thing is, and of course, I'm not condoning the guy's actions if he's not being fiscally responsible. Not condoning that. But what I am saying is that this is the cycle. The cycle continues. How do we snap the chalk? And now, because of the relationship that the father now has with the mother, she is more inclined to poison the well to that young child, to continue to disable that father to be in that child's life. And it only sounds like she's talking about one father. Where's the other one? Intelligence or discipline would have avoided this situation, but now you have created a hard life for yourself.
And y'all, I swear to God, when me and him was together, when I just had my 2 kids before his daughter came, the nigga did everything. I'm talking about he helped me with everything. Like, he helped pay for everything. Like, he told me, if I ain't got it, don't worry about it for them. Like, he used to literally pick my kids up when I used to be stressed out and take them places. Like, he literally used to do so much for my kids. He used to buy them everything and do everything. He even helped me with their birthday. So now all of a sudden, our daughter come, you don't got the same energy. You just wanted the baby so he could keep knowing me. Yeah. And it's so crazy because if I get a boyfriend and go crazy, like, he'll crash out, lose his mind. Like, he'll lose his mind. Like, how the like, I don't be liking that shit. He's a narcissist. He's like a big ass narcissist, bro. Like, he'll crash out if he can't follow me on Instagram. Like, he be crashing out about stupid shit. Like, I don't be with that. Like, he literally only wanted the baby so he can know me for the rest of my life. But I'm over here struggling.
Yeah.
So now,
women like this utilize TikTok as a way to tell on their baby daddies without understanding that you picked him. You laid down with him. you made babies with him. So although you're trying to place blame completely on him, it is more of a revelation or a story about you and your selection. You've squandered your womb. You've significantly hampered the opportunities that not only you, but your children have. There are a ton of decent, good black men out here, but y'all still picking the ones multiple times over again that never wanted to be with you in the first place. Safe sex always, marry before you carry, and only pick men of value.
Now the daycare is sitting right here telling me basically if I don't got that $400 by Monday, my daughter can't go to school. And I told him that, and he's basically like, oh well, find another job. Like, you could do it. The mamas always provide. You're a provider. It's gonna work out. You're gonna make a way through. Like, he be saying shit like that. Like, oh, you're the mom. Like, you're gonna figure it out. You gotta figure it out. Like, that's how he's talking to me. You have to figure it out. Like, what the f-? Like, is this not our child? Is this not ours? Is this not the daughter that you wanted? Like, I'm sorry. Like, what the f-?
You
so I'm
wanted
really
her
like,
too.
I'm up. It's 12 o'clock. Like, at night. I can't sleep because I'm already stressed about the rent that I gotta pay Friday on top of $500 that I don't have. Y'all, I already pawned. I have 4 necklaces. I already pawned 2 chains. And a pendant. I don't have it. Like, I don't want to keep pawning my jewelry, bro. Like, I just really want to be in a place where I can move. Like, I'm trying to move to somewhere cheaper, and I just don't have enough, like, that lump to move. Like, how the f I'm gonna save if I'm behind in debt every single month? How the f am I gonna save if I have to pay for daycare and pay for rent, pay for lights, and pay for everything by my self? I can't say I can't even save $5, y'all. I'm literally in the negative every single month, and people think, oh, like, Lex living so nice, Lex living so lavish. No, Lex is struggling. Lex is struggling, like, real deal struggling. Like, this shit's no joke. Like, like, this shit's not a game.
I was going to take out my violin as I was watching the beginning of this and begin to do my usual tune, but I can't, and it's because just really just makes me feel sad. The crazy shit about this is that women like this will probably go back on their platform and say, look at him. MTR is over here always talking about black women this. You know, he must hate women. He must be an incel. He must be gay. When the truth is that I actually care. I care so much that I take time out my day to give you the lessons that your father should have given to you. Just imagine the success within her TikTok account if she was to take all of that time, deprioritize her quest for attention or validation or receiving sympathy, victim tokens, and instead transition that to try to make more money, reading books, researching online. And it's a damn shame because she'll never hear me. And I hope that I'm wrong, but I think that she's too far gone within this mindset. But my hope is as well is that there's someone out there that's looking at this content and they will make better decisions based off of her dire situation. Let's finish up.
Be seeing me, oh, pretty face, pretty. Bitch, that don't mean nothing. Pretty people struggle. What the f? I'm struggling. I make $20 an hour, and I'm 4 people. I'm $20 an hour, 4 people. You do the math. You tell me. Impossible.
Yeah.
Like, and he just don't give a f. Like, just don't give a f if I lose my job. I work for the hospital, bro.
Even if he did, 4 people with 40, let's say he made another $20 an hour. 5 mouths to feed on $40 total an hour, although more doable, is still not ideal. Within the black community alone, of women that are mothers raising children, it's a 50% single mother rate, which is absolutely insane. And when you cross-reference that with these mentalities, nah, I ain't gonna use no protection, da-da-da, you begin to understand why that it's so high. With a mentality like this, she's gonna have a 4th in another year or so. And it's a damn shame. Let's finish up.
Like, every point that I've got, it's literally been because of him. Like, it's been because of him. Like, he'll literally be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to come get her.
It's the blame.
Don't get her. Oh, yeah, I'm going to come do this. Don't do this. Oh, she's sick at school. Can you pick her up, please? Like, if I have to clock out, I'm going to get a point. He'd be like, yeah, I'm on the way. 2 hours later, they called me. Dad never came and got her. So guess what? I have to come and get her. Point. Like, I literally have 1 more point until I'm fucking fired. One more point. That's it. I don't got nothing else to say. I just wanted to vent because I'm fucking stressed. And, like, I mean, I'm just fucking stressed. I'm just over it. Like, I'm just so fucking overwhelmed. Like, just so overwhelmed.
It's the same story, back to back to back. Prioritizing orgasms over marriage, prioritizing attention-seeking platforms over real revenue-generating opportunities, brings up baby daddy to publicly disparage his name while also not taking accountability that it was a two-party decision to have the child in the first place. The usual terms like he's a narcissist, cuss-filled mouth. I wish her the best, and I hope that the situation improves into the future. But the issues that you're going through, ma'am, look in the mirror. It starts with you. Your situation will not improve until your choices or decision in life improves. Only then will you get the results or the outcomes out of life that you want, that you're looking for. And until then, you will continue to lose. You will continue to struggle. You will continue to upload crying videos to the internet seeking sympathy. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tourism reviews at gmail.com. Trust and believe. I had my violin. The world's tiniest violin. I was about to pop off with the music and everything, but I'm just like, I'm tired. Same old story. When you see it this amount of times, it's hard to just joke about it. I really hope for so much better for the next generation of youth. I do hope that they find healthy spaces online to look at content to more fit their lives based on the results that they want out of life. It's clear that within certain people's backgrounds, they didn't have the discipline, the structure, or the tutelage of how to live a joyous life. For my G's out there, if you're interested in self-development, especially if you have a financial focus, click the link down in the description box down below and come and join my men's self-development community. We are going up this year. In order to be the best, you got to come and learn and do it with those that are trying to do the best. All right? That's what this community and that's what this brotherhood is about. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell a man you can't jet. The big the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell a man you can't jet. The big the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. Dead bars, need a fibrillation ASAP. Get boxed with a straight gap. I'm reminded of mind state they lack. Every time that they climb, we go way back. All they wanna be is just